The storm had finally passed, leaving behind a frozen silence that felt heavier than the snow itself. Trees were bent under thick white layers, roads were barely visible, and the air burned with cold. For most people, the danger felt over. But for those who knew the mountains, this silence was never comforting. It meant someone could still be out there, buried, waiting, running out of time. Search and rescue vehicles moved slowly through the snow-covered terrain. Headlights cut narrow paths through the white emptiness. The team had already been working for hours, their faces tired, hands numb, hope thinning with every minute. Survival windows were closing. Statistically, anyone trapped this long shouldn't still be alive. The rescue dog jumped down from the vehicle, paws sinking into deep snow. His movements were calm, focused, almost routine. This wasn't his first mission. He had been trained for moments exactly like this. But training only explained part of what he could do. The rest came from something deeper, something no manual could teach. The team spread out, scanning the terrain. Equipment beeped softly. Thermal cameras showed nothing. After a final sweep, the team leader spoke the words no one liked to hear. "This section is clear." It was time to move on. Time to accept the outcome. As the team began pulling back, the dog's pace changed. He stopped running. His head lowered closer to the ground. Snow clung to his fur, but he didn't shake it off. His body language shifted in a way his handler instantly noticed. Something had caught his attention. The dog turned sharply away from the cleared path and moved uphill, straight into deeper snow. His handler called out, assuming it was a distraction. The dog didn't respond. Not because he was disobedient, but because he was focused. The handler gave the command again. Clear, firm, familiar. The dog stopped completely. He didn't sit. He didn't lie down. He simply stood there, staring at one spot beneath the snow, unmoving. The team exchanged glances. Time was critical. Resources were limited. One more false alarm could cost lives elsewhere. Someone suggested moving on. Another reminded them of protocol. But the dog still hadn't moved. Without a sound, the dog lowered his front paws and started digging. Snow flew into the air as his movements grew more urgent. Still no barking. Still no noise. Just determination. The kind that made people stop arguing. The handler raised a hand. "We check." No proof, no signals, just trust. The team grabbed shovels. Layer after layer of snow was removed. The cold bit through gloves. Breathing grew heavier. The dog stayed close, pacing, watching every movement, refusing to step away from the spot he had chosen. Minutes felt like seconds. Seconds felt like nothing. The cold was merciless. Statistically, survival was nearly impossible now. Yet the dog remained, eyes locked, body tense, as if daring time itself to prove him wrong. A faint sound. Not a voice, not a movement, just something, wrong enough to be right. The team froze. Shovels moved faster. Snow collapsed inward. Hands replaced tools. The dog backed away slightly, but never left. His job wasn't done yet. A glove appeared beneath the snow. Still, blue with cold, but real. As the person was pulled free, the dog suddenly turned his head. Then again. He moved a few steps away and stopped, once more, refusing to leave. There was more. Someone else was buried nearby. The team followed, dug again, and again. Another person emerged, then another. The impossible was happening. Only after the last survivor was secured did the dog sit down. Snow covered his legs. His breathing slowed. He didn't seek praise. He didn't look back. Later reports would confirm it. The victims had been trapped far longer than survival models predicted. Instruments failed. Estimates were wrong. Only one thing hadn't failed. The dog didn't stay because he was trained to. He stayed because he knew. And if they had pulled him away, no one would have survived.